It's Week 7 of the National Football League, and our focus is on the Lions' rocket-arm quarterback. He had the green light to sling it last week, over 450 yards passing. It's the...
Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. So here's the Viking offense making their way out. And they will be led out by their second-year quarterback.
Well, the silver lining from last week, he played phenomenally. Kept the ball clean and led them to the end zone several times. You know these NFL quarterbacks, though. They trade away all those touchdowns if it meant getting the win. That's his focus this week.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's second down.
CD, you know, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. Well, we can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything.
The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, falling like a launcher. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 4-1 coming up. Back to throw. Boyle. And that will be incomplete.
Nice job there forcing that incompletion.
Here's Brian Anger now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And this ball is going to be touched down just shy of midfield. So now the Lions go on offense in a great starting spot. And a glance here at the man calling the plays under center, their 6'4" quarterback.
It was fun getting ready for this game, wasn't it? Because normally we talk to the coaches and the players. I think you and I asked to talk to the trainer to see how his arm is going to be. After last week's game, boy, what a performance that was. And you know who else is having fun? Receivers. Because they get a chance to do what they do best, which is go out and catch the ball.
Yeah, and that last week effort, he threw for well over 400 yards.
Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And this is dropped. Oh, boy. A chance for a big play early, but he could not secure it.
A good chance. This is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Looking to throw. Miller. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And he's going to have the Lions first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3. They'll run for the first time with DeAndre Swift. And a promising start as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
The Lions at 5-1 here in this early part of the season. They're in a real groove of late. Winners of 5 of their last 6.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
We always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
He finds his man, complete. That's Farmer.
And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
A partner, they're locked in man coverage out left, and they end up running a crossing route. Rounded it a little bit more than a slant. He's just going to angle himself towards the right side of the field, and that's very difficult for a defender to shadow him across all that ground.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Operating from the gun, Miller.
Able to hook up with Williams here on the out route.
That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards.
2nd and 3 with the ball sitting on the 5.
Separating from the gun. Miller under pressure. Down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Malik McDowell, the defensive tackle, getting in there for a loss of 5.
I thought there at the end he may have had a chance to release that, but that pocket closed a little too quickly, and down he went.
Yeah, he was certainly trying to do everything he could to extend the life of the play, probably counting in his head 1, 2, and then he ran out of time.
On third down, here comes Swift. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. DeAndre Swift with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Lions get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it was finished off with a 10-yard touchdown scamper. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. And the Vikings taking the field here for their second drive of the game. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
Do you almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves you out that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
So the completion good for 6 yards, and it's second down.
Now this defense for the Lions, they were very solid last week in the victory over Baltimore.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. On a jet sweep, here's Cooper. And it's a fumble. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble. That could have been trouble. And defensively, maybe an opportunity missed there.
No doubt about it. When that ball's out, all you're thinking about as a defender is, this is our chance to make a huge play. Instead, he's able to recover his own fumble.
Usually those wide receiver fumbles are open space around for the defense, but not there. Hops right back on it.
A guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
We're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
To throw on third down. Boyle. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down.
Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss.
But you do need to know as a young quarterback that if you're going to spread the field, the ball's got to come out quick, and you have to know where to go with the football, really in pre-snap. Identify where you want to go and get rid of it.
And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. Back onto the field come the Lions for their second overall drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Miller. He's airing it out for Williams. This is caught Detroit. Touchdown, Detroit.
Jamison Williams
hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season.
And the Lions are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Another impressive drive, so they're 2 for 2, 2 touchdowns. Charles, a great start to this ball game for them.
And one of the words that's really worked its way into our lexicon is stacking. They've stacked momentum each time out, not only on offense. Between those touchdowns, defense held, forced to punt and get the ball back, and they played awfully well in this one. Both sides played it out to one level.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback.
Minnesota now ready for their next possession. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. They start the drive with Cook. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. Operating from the gun. Boyle. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The Vikings with the football here to begin the second quarter. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Boyle. That's going to be complete on the sideline, but, that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught. That catch for his career is number 589, so 11 away from 600, but it also right now ties him with Hall of Famer Fred Biletnikoff.
And we remember Fred Biletnikoff well because of the way he went about his business in catching the football. And we're seeing something similar here. Someone who runs precise routes, has excellent hands, and knows how to get the ball to the end zone.
28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. 4 yards remain on second down. Ball on the 10. Well, the Jets sweep. This is Godwin. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Just make this one succinct. Nice job there. Working guys on defense. Diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
On 3rd and 2. Boyle. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Multiple defenders getting home there for a loss of 11. And his kick is indeed good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So that kick gives them their first points of the game, CD. And it comes on the 3rd drive, but hopefully for them that's a spark that gets that offense going.
Yeah, and I would say if you're the offensive play caller, as you look at your sheet, you're trying to find that part on there that unlocks bigger points. They struggled with a few drives so far. Finally got 3 out of it. How do you find the end zone? That's what he's searching for now.
So here are the Lions to take over. They're working on a 4-game winning streak, and they lead this one as well right now as they start 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And they'll get to him quickly here as he'll get a yard, just a yard to the 22.
There's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Here's Miller. Off the play fake. Wide open receiver complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. It's a gain of 35.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
Now Miller throwing on 1st down. Complete to running. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
Well, normally you see 3 tight ends in a formation, you have to think to yourself, this has got to be a run, and I know as a safety, when I saw that, I took an extra step or 2 towards the line of scrimmage. Instead, they threw the ball, and he found one of those tight ends for a very nice pickup.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
So it looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 17-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. It's Williams on the catch. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Trying to turn the corner, but he's going to be stopped right near the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a third down.
When you think about the strong safety position, they're the more bulkier guys in the free safety, but that time, great athleticism to hustle in and break up that play.
And that's one as a defender where you never take your eyes off the quarterback. You're not looking for blockers or worrying about running one of your own men. You just take dead aim and sprint directly to him, and it paid off on that play.
And his top speed, as computed by next-gen stats, not bad. He was pushing 20 miles an hour. They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. Here's Swift.
And he takes this one in for the Lions touchdown.
DeAndre Swift
with their second touchdown here in this first half, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now.
CD, that's his second touchdown already. And how about this offense? 3 drives, 3 touchdowns.
An absolute total team effort right now. And let's face it, I don't think he's done. We're still in the first half. There's a lot of time left to go. I don't know what they're going to do on the other side trying to slow him down. But right now, he's feeling it.
The Vikings now heading onto the field.
It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Again, it's Cook.
And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
From the gun on 3rd down. Boyle out to his left. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Throwing on 1st down. Boyle to the right side, and he's got Landry complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Boyle slow on target to Godwin here.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Again, he'll drop to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as he'll stop him behind the line. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Back to throw. Boyle looking for Landry, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Caleb Farley.
And the Lions are going to take over at their own 41. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on the job.
That's into a crowd and intercepted.
Derwin James with a pick.
And the Vikings will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing, maybe a movement maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
1st and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle.
Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted.
And the Lions force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27.
Partner, I think this will win a ride very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
He finds his man complete. That's Farmer. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. A gain of 8 there on the play. And it'll be second in a couple. Off play action. Miller. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Got him in. It's Brown. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. They go play action here on first down. Going up top. This is caught inside the 15. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to throw again. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Touchdown!
Jamison Williams.
In the final seconds of the first half.
And the Lions will extend their lead here just before halftime.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the route is on here in this first half.
Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. So we've reached half halftime here in Detroit with the Lions.
Well, we'll move right through the break then, skipping halftime and back to the field for the start of the second half.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway.
Taken in at the 3.
Oh, a good-looking return set up here.
And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37.
The Lions offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3.
Well, it's hard to imagine the first half going any better for them, CD, and now here as they begin their first series of the second half. I mean, they score here. This one, it's pretty much out of reach.
We honestly might already be at that point, partner, because this team, they were dominant in the first half, continue to be dominant now, and I think they're viewing this as a put-away drive on the way to a lopsided victory.
They got 29 yards that time.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. That pass caught, it's Williams. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary. Figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
Swift.
And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
Good work there, holding them out on first down. And this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2? Maybe.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit.
The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Lions take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead grows even lower. Quarter. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
It's the Vikings' turn on offense. We get ready for their first possession of the second half.
CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
And the Lions pressure too strong. Down goes.
Aiden Hutchinson
able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Here's Brian Anger now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He'll take it at the 42. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Lions will have excellent... They take over 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. It's Franklin. Tackle made there by the safety, Derwin James.
That's a really nice side, and they gain 5 yards.
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. And right with it here over the middle.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
On 3rd down, it's Franklin.
And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25.
15 yards for the Lions there on a 1st down. They'll keep it on the ground. Franklin.
They'll get this down to the 21, just on the edge of the red zone.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Looking to throw. Dixon.
They'll set up the screen from Wagner. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Straight ahead, here's Nwangu.
And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. The drive stays alive. A 3rd down gain of 8. On 1st down, it's Franklin. Now whistles and a timeout. Looks like we've got a Viking slow to get up.
Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. Back to throw. Dixon. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. They'll wind up getting 7 on the completion, but they'll still be faced now with a 3rd and goal situation.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Ooh, I like it.
And he is going to lose yardage here. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Daniel Carlson on for the field goal. Remember, he was drafted and released by the Vikings.
The kick by Carlson is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So after 5 touchdowns offensively, hey, maybe it's time to get the kicker a little work, and he's able to connect there.
I love that empathetic side of you. You're worried about him getting some action, getting to be a part of the game. Well, he got in and got it done.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. The Vikings ready to go again on offense. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. Or win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to...
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football.
Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Desmond King picks it.
And the Vikings are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line.
That's not one that he's going to want to remember, but he had to get it out of the way at some point, his first career interception.
And if he's the guy that they think he is, he's not laughing it off, but he's also not going to let it.
Now, quick hit, and he lost the football.
And this is scooped up by the Lions. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. And they had just picked it off to get the football. They fumble it right back. I looked over to both sidelines. A lot of scrambling to find the helmets.
Yeah, you can almost, you know both sides are screaming sudden change. Because when sudden change happens, that's a defensive call to get back out on the field. There's been a fumble, so an interception, some type of a turnover. You've got to get back out there and play. These guys just want to get to the bench and gather themselves and regroup a little bit. Let's see if these offenses can settle in and start taking care of the ball a little bit better.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. Back now here on EA Sports. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. They'll keep it on the ground. Franklin. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. Here's a quick throw out left. That's caught. And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. Well, that's one of the drawbacks of running the RPO. If those linemen go into run block mode, you can't throw it if they're more than a yard downfield. Here's a quick throw caught out wide. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. Now a give, right side. It's Franklin. He will push his way down to about the 14. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3.
It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 3.
A quick throw complete into the flat out left. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the fourth quarter.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Lions add on to their lead, and they are also closing in on a 5th straight victory. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. And now out comes Minnesota. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. Flush to his right. Looking sideline, incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Now a throw here, hauled in. And they work this well upfield across the 45. On 1st down, Boyle. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. Short completion, just 4 yards, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. They'll look to throw again. And he's got the hook up to Landry. They find some open field here. A big play there for Minnesota. 44 yards. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the fourth, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meat,
he's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. Amari Cooper from 4 yards out. And the Vikings are finally into the end zone here in this fourth quarter. Extra point right down the middle as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. It is fielded right at the goal line. Now Crucius, he's past the 30. And all in all, pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. And Detroit getting set to go now. And this crowd has certainly liked what they've seen. Their guys fully expected to win this one coming in, and they have not disappointed as they've got the big lead here in the fourth. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 33-yard line.
Now whistles and a flag down. Looked like one of the Lions linemen might have moved. This O-line's been great. They got the big lead, so give them a pass there, I guess.
Yeah, I would think so, because if we were grading them on their performance in this game, a lot of pluses in their boxes so far.
And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations. There'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Here comes the Lions punter now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the fourth quarter. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. Yard punt, no return. And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Boyle. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Kevin Farley. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. Well, what has been a fantastic game for this defense has been rough for this offense, and certainly a signal caller, Charles, it's thrown all these interceptions. Another one there, and this one taken all the way back for the score.
Partner hoping they're holding a nice little spot in the post-game highlights to show this rip of interceptions and great plays this group has made. They've been on it from snap one.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Minnesota's offense takes over possession, and they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter
This would be their third straight defeat.
They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
And the Vikings first down.
Looking to throw. Boyle. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Back to throw. Boyle. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down.
Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him.
Guys, at his time in the pocket, it's supposed to be getting hit like this, and you know an intense conversation with the offensive line is going to occur after this one. Might not be from him, but the offensive line coach will have plenty to say about this game.
And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45. Give him 9 on the carry, but it's not enough. And it'll be 4th down.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes, and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down.
And a strong run that time. This is across midfield and down to the 43. 62 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
Right back to him on 1st down. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there's no shortage.